everybody, welcome to episode 15 of Skeptalk Live. I'm Udo, that's Shayna, that's Jason, and with us today is a good friend of ours, well, me and Jason, right? Shayna is meeting Brian for the first time, but that's Brian, the crazy artist, right? So,
yes.
How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm doing excellent, man. Excited to break down some ghost videos.
I'd like to let everyone know that my dog just farted, and it smells fucking awful.
It's pretty fucking bad.
Brian's
over here.
Yeah, exactly. He just planted his ass directly next to the Brian, and yeah.
That's so amazing.
Oh, look at there! There's another friend of ours. Why aren't you watching our show, you piece of shit? I mean, Sean.
What's up, bro?
Your brother is in the backdrop of Shayna.
Nice. He probably can't hear us.
No, you can't.
Yeah. What's up, bro? How you doing?
Exactly. You're a reasonable person, Sean. I mean, as long as you'll never,
You're a reasonable person.
as long as you'll never hear it. All right, so it looks like we got a couple people in the chat. There we go, Nefertim. I'd also like to thank Nefertim for taking time out of his busy workout schedule to actually come see the episode today. I know it's real important to him, so.
Who's Nefertim? Is that Joe?
Yeah.
Why are you at the gym?
Nice.
Wait, is it Nefertim? Like, yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, that's totally Joe. Anyway.
Yeah, it's definitely him.
So, yeah, Twisty Top Hatter's here. Excellent. People will start rolling in as things go on. But, yeah, I've got a really, pretty funny show for us today.
When is it not funny?
Well,
it's always fucking funny.
About the first, 5 episodes. Like, now I don't consider them very funny.
Yeah, I mean, true. But now we're feeling it out, Yep. I think we're way better now. It's getting better. We're almost professional.
The Reese.
Yeah.
Hi, James.
we got 6 viewers now. It's just going up and up and up. I wanted to make sure before we got into the meat and potatoes of today's episode, because we've got some really funny shit right off the bat that I didn't go too fast. Let's see.
That's a good plan.
Oh, I bet I know why everything is going really slow on my side. I have Photoshop open.
Yeah, that's the power hungry program.
Yeah,
it is a resource hog.
I bet my computer is going to speed right the fuck up.
Nobody has ever said that about Photoshop.
Yeah. My camera just all of a sudden caught right the fuck up.
Never used it before.
Yeah.
Photoshop is a very reasonable software that
compared to After Effects, it is
right. Looks like we're at 10
editing
viewers.
Video and picture would be difficult.
Happy Hanukkah!
Oh yeah, happy Hanukkah, bro.
All right.
But I don't believe in magic, so
just like every episode, we're gonna cover a bit of news that I found for everybody to see. Take a drink every time Udo says "fucking." You're all about to die.
That's alcohol poisoning.
I don't have that much liver left. I can't be doing that shit.
Is that a subtle hint for me to change my vocabulary?
No. Fuck no.
Because it ain't fucking happening.
Yeah, motherfucker. You're offended, Zod. No.
All right, well, let's get into the news. So, starting off, I'm going to cover fair use. This time you can see the title, because I changed it so that Skeptalk Live isn't covering everything. So, everything we do on this podcast is critical in nature. We are reviewing different news stories. We're reviewing videos, giving feedback, and it is a transformative nature that we do all of these things. So that when you come for us in the night, remember, you're wrong. All right. So
our start getting your lawyers ready.
Our first piece of news is that you should all go to bigfatpieceofshit.com. I'll wait for a second.
This confused me. I'm looking forward to talking about this because I didn't understand quite what the hell was going on.
Oh, what? How can you be an internet user and not know what we're
well,
about to talk
I didn't pay attention for a second. No, I kind of know, but there's like a whole...
So I know for sure that I posted this on social media, and that about 90% of the people who saw it were all like, I'm not clicking Udo's link today.
Oh, like, really? I do. I always click your links.
Well, exactly. You're one of the 10%.
Yeah.
And that means why there were people who were hesitant to click the shit that I posted.
Yeah, that's very true. You may or may not have ruined the Star Wars for me.
Right. Now, I said don't click this link specifically.
You did. You were very clear about it. But me being me.
Right. So this link now leads to Ajit Pai, which is he's the super villain who killed the internet today.
Okay, that's what I was thinking this was getting at.
Right.
He is one of the Bond villains that have been put into the Trump administration.
Correct. Like
one of the many.
He's the dude who ignored the cries of millions of people of don't do this thing, and he's all like, I'ma do the thing.
Yeah. They're like, dude, just don't do this.
Right.
Yeah.
So, with that covered, we're going to get into some actual news. So, I'm going to let you guys do one of the things that I always like to do. Guess what this story is about. We'll start with Shayna this time. Shayna, can you guess what this video is about? Or this article is going to be about?
I have no idea. It looks like some kind of an organ.
Correct.
With some initials on it.
Correct.
And I don't know what's going on.
All right, Jason, what do you think?
I think that taggers have finally taken it too far. And they're now tagging donated organs. All
right, we have the guesses from the chat of testicular cancer, and is this about people getting internal organs tattooed? Very, very close. Brian, what do you think?
Sounds about right.
I think it's a new ritual for being jumped into a gang. You get the gang initials tattooed on your fucking liver.
South Boston, motherfucker!
Associated Press London. A British surgeon has admitted to assaulting 2 patients by burning his initial into their livers during transplant operations.
I read that headline. Why didn't I?
Right. Simon Bramhall pleaded guilty Wednesday on 2 accounts of assault and a case that the prosecutor called without legal precedent in criminal law.
Yo, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
right.
The 53-year-old surgeon resigned from Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Birmingham in 2014 after another doctor discovered what he'd done. So,
what the fuck?
Second surgery. Somebody comes in and he's all like, "You motherfucker."
Yeah, that's so messed up. Holy shit,
dude. This is kind of like the human case of fucking Kilroy was here.
Right? That's so funny. I'm like, is that Banksy?
the whole new world of Banksy. Like Jack the Ripper and Banksy, kind of like
right. Banksy watched too much Dexter. And
we have the question: would it scar or would it eventually heal? And it looks like it just shows up. I mean, it probably scars and it doesn't heal permanently because another doctor was able to say, "Is this that son of a bitch's is that his initials?" Right? Yeah.
It's so ridiculous.
Right. Okay, so Jason, you're deep inside of a patient.
Don't ever fucking.
What are you going to do to leave your mark?
Oh shit. I think that leaving your initials is some fucking unoriginal bullshit. I would try to at least get the Mona Lisa in there.
All right, Shayna. So you find out someone has left their initials on a part inside of you. I don't really have a follow-up to this question.
That's amazing.
Oh, that's disturbing.
All right, that's pretty much the answer I was looking for. So, Brian, do you think a reality TV show could be made out of this?
Yes. Are you seeing some of the shit on TV today? Just fit right in. I think we pitched something like this last week, so
that's funny.
Oh,
it's time to diversify. Let's get some fucked up doctors in here.
I'm the worst host ever. I totally forgot to like introduce you at all. Like
you know me.
Right?
Why you forgot?
Yeah. So, Brian, the crazy artist, you are working in television, correct?
Yes.
Yes, I am. Not local television.
Right.
I work for an international reality TV show. I'm a segment editor for Graveyard Cars. I work for a small independent production company called The Division. I've been there for almost a year now, and I also own my own independent film company.
Yeah. So we brought you on partially because you're our boy, and partially because you're going to be able to help us tear apart some ghost videos here in a little bit, right?
He's lying. I paid him a lot of money.
That's awesome.
Excellent. Yeah, there's also going to be a little bit of audio feedback because Brian and I are in the same room, and this is the best setup I can get at this point. But
we're like 3 feet away from each other.
But I mean, it's good for what it is. So, all right, moving on. This next this next story, the title is by that title is by DISTENDEDCOMA, who watched me prepare for this episode this morning, and he came up with
kudos, sir.
He or she came up with that
or ma'am. Right.
Came up with that title, so full credit to them, because I was trying something else, but they had a much better idea. So, college student arrested, tried to trade chicken Alfredo and Sprite for sex.
But she was hungry, Your Honor.
Right. According to police, Albert Maruna agreed to meet the teen on Tuesday, December 12th, and he would bring lube, chicken Alfredo, and Sprite.
Wow.
I almost spit out my coffee.
I like that he just sneaks lube in there.
Love to see that guy in the fucking grocery line.
Yeah,
Alfredo. Chicken,
yeah, right?
Noodle,
Alfredo with Sprite.
Right.
I would stop him at Sprite. I'd be like, sir, you can't fucking mix Sprite. The fuck is wrong with you? What country are you from?
He was, where'd he go? Okay, the Youngstown State University student Albert Maruna was caught red-handed and arrested this week after he allegedly attempted to have sex with a 15-year-old boy, who turned out to be an undercover officer.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Oh, like, it's even weirder.
Jesus.
Yep.
I love it.
Is there just like a website that this guy and Horsefucker meet on? And
Right,
shit?
exactly. And then like hang out.
Yeah, there is. It's Reddit. I fucking forgot. I don't know why that didn't even slip my mind.
We're already at 16 viewers, 15 minutes in. I just like to let everybody know this is the largest viewer base that we've ever had. Right? Yeah. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the follow button, and if you feel like it, hit the subscribe button. But okay, so this guy, his conversations were sexually graphic, and he sent nude pictures of himself to the
guy in the picture.
Yeah, this guy.
He's like, you like pasta?
Captain Prostitute, yeah.
You like Sprite?
I got
see my dick.
I got plenty of all of those.
This is such an unfortunate picture.
Resin.
That picture's amazing.
The title is credit of DISTENDEDCOMA, another one of our viewers. So just making sure that credit goes out, right?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Brain?
Brain.
I before the
Brian.
Wes is special. It's all good though. All right.
Wes already started drinking. I'm jelly.
All right, we moved on. This prostitute is good to go.
The prostitute.
The prostitute.
Nefertum would like to point out.
I thought it was just like him trying to say prostitute with like a Michigan accent.
Gotta go get myself a prostitute.
Don't you know?
Don't you know? Yeah.
Going way up there to get myself a prostitute.
Yo, me and Dolores, we went and got ourselves a prostitute this weekend.
Neverton would like to point out that this guy looks like some sort of Galifianakis offspring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true. He looks like the guy that fucking hurt himself swinging a lightsaber in that one YouTube video.
That's Star Wars kid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right.
He never got over it.
He didn't.
So
and he was like, I got all this pasta and I need sex.
Right. So I'm gonna read you guys
sorry,
this.
But this headline with the still image of the beginning of this video.
Correct.
What is about to happen?
So I'm gonna
New details.
I'm gonna yeah.
A crazy story you never heard about.
I'm not sure I want to see her naked.
Don't worry,
This
it's
is how
not
the
her. It's even
prostitute
worse.
got to his place.
Great.
So I'm gonna read you guys the story first, and then we'll watch the video, right?
Okay.
So, naked man jumps onto moving truck near Dulles Airport.
Yeah.
So amid strong winds and temperatures in the 20s, the agitated man got out of his vehicle and started stripping, witnesses said.
That's one way to party.
Right. So this shit goes real deep. He does a lot, right? I'm just gonna play this here.
And now this. One of the subjects now has no clothes on, and he is running against the guardrail.
Yes. That's amazing. Bath salts are a hell of a drug.
Right, or some people said flocka.
Yeah, true.
That scene ended with crashes and traffic delays for miles on Route 28 in Herndon.
Wow, those poor people.
Right.
They wouldn't survive a minute at the Oregon Country Fair.
Right. So that's really all that they just show the same footage over and over and over again. So this guy, that truck that he was on the back of, he managed to punch through the window.
Holy shit.
And then he punched the guy's dog inside.
That's fucked up. Why the dog?
Right?
So, well, the dog was probably trying to keep him from punching through the window more, right?
I guess that's probably fair.
Right. So, I mean, I'm not justifying what he's doing. I'm letting you know what happened.
Yeah.
But the driver of the tractor trailer said Flores tried to rip him out of his vehicle, then punched out a window, raining glass onto his dog, a German Shepherd Husky mix named Emma. The glass cut the dog's face, and when the man on a rampage punched through the tractor trailer's window, the glass cut the face. Oh, and it just repeats the same thing again. Anyway, a woman recorded the scene after the crash. Oh, so that caused a crash, by the way. Right. So he punches through the tractor trailer window, and then they crash, right? So then the woman recording it, he immediately comes after her, right? She screams, "Get away from me! Oh my god! Oh my god!" The rampage just ahead of the evening rush hour Tuesday began a 3-car crash on southbound Route 28. We got an announcement there. What did I miss? Oh, that's Pants cheering for us.
Cheering for himself.
We got some chat here I want to cover. Neferton says punching a dog is automatic jail time and lost of a fist in my world. That's totally
that's fair.
Acceptable.
Yeah. So yeah, this guy got real fucked up on Flocka and then fucking like mounted a truck.
He's a car fucker.
All right. So the next one, right? I've got this.
That video picture was very misleading.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. It's kind of perfect.
This story is, I'm titling it, "You Look Familiar Somehow."
Oh, no.
Indian woman arrested over replacement husband plot. So...
What?
Yeah, you don't hear that every day.
Yeah.
The person on the right is Reddy, killed her husband, and then had Sudhakar get a facial reconstructive surgery to look like her husband.
Wow.
Whoa.
Do you know what she did to prompt the reconstructive surgery?
Watch Silence of the Lambs.
Acid.
No, really?
No
Yeah.
fucking way. Really?
She committed an acid attack on his face so that he would require reconstructive surgery, and then she suggested that she end up
He was committed to her plan.
right.
That's fucking weird.
Yo, at that point you gotta be like, all right, something's off with this lady. Maybe it's time that I see.
I would have been thinking something was wrong when she killed her husband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The son of the ex-husband, as in like Monty Python's ex-parrot ex-husband, paid for the surgery thinking that that was his father. This
Holy
bitch.
shit.
I don't say that lightly, but this bitch. Like
Yeah.
Damn.
I feel like this is the plot to Face Off.
Oh wait, it's the opposite direction. Mr. Reddy's parents paid for the man undergoing treatment, believing it was their son. So,
Jeez.
yeah.
That's so cold.
Yep.
That's fucking fucked up. That's one of the weirdest stories I've heard in a minute.
Yeah. I can't wait till Nicholas.
Like, that's a
Cage
movie,
places.
like a B-movie story.
Yeah.
So, Gnarls says, turns out that this is the cab driver from Deadpool.
Oh, that's hilarious. Fucking perfect.
Let's see.
True love.
Yeah. I think
Love hurts.
Tilting Fairy may have been somebody that I met today on streams, so welcome.
Cool.
All right, so next story here. Some people in the chat are definitely gonna like this more than others.
Love kills.
Spay, neuter, and
Yeah.
exterminate.
Finally, we have Daleks.
So it's not gonna be anything about what you're thinking. Distended Coma.
Oh, this is an iRobot goes horribly wrong.
Welcome back, Distended Coma. Your headline went over smashingly. Anyway, this has nothing to do with Daleks or Doctor Who, but it is much, much worse. Animal shelter faces backlash after using a robot to scare off homeless people.
Fucking amazing. Oh my god.
An
They
animal-
need these all over downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
An animal shelter in San Francisco has been criticized for using a robot security guard to scare off homeless people. So they hired a K5 robot built by Nightscope. That just sounds awesome.
That sounds so dope, dude. I'm so excited for this.
To patrol the sidewalks outside the facilities. According to the report by the San Francisco Business Times, the robot was deployed as a way to dealing with the number of needles, car break-ins, and crimes that seem to emanate from nearby tent encampments of homeless people.
Fair.
Yep. We weren't able to use the sidewalks at all when there's needles and tents and bikes, so from a walking standpoint, I find the robot much easier to navigate than the encampment. The robot in question is equipped with 4 cameras, moves at a pace of 3 miles per hour, and is cheaper than a human security guard. They cost around $6 an hour to rent.
That's amazing.
That's pretty dope.
Look, I want to buy
all around going, spay, neuter, exterminate.
I really want to buy one of those. How much are they? Did it say in it? Like to just buy?
No, I don't know if it's a to buy. They just talk about renting.
Okay.
So,
I just wanted to patrol my outside.
Exactly.
Just scaring homeless people.
Night Scout spots of some of the most popular robot guards around and have popped up in the news in the past. The same model of robot previously knocked over a toddler at a mall and fell into a fountain in DC. Oops.
That was kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Get wrecked, toddler.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this is some shit that makes me super happy. We're getting to the point of where robot security guards are. People are all like, man, these robot security guards, they're working, but is it really good to go? Yes, this is awesome. This is like, we're like 10 fucking years from Shadowrun, dude. I'm so stoked.
I can't wait till I can, like, run up behind a dumpster and then open my fucking phone that's holographic and hack into one of these and get it to just, like, start breaking every fire hydrant around.
Right.
That's Shadowrun for me. You know, that'd be dope.
They've got a website with Seed Invest. I just posted it in the chat.
Excellent. According to the SPCA, attacks have already taken place. The Scarlet telling the Business Times that within a week of the robot starting its duties, some people put a tarp over it, knocked it over, and put a barbecue sauce on the sensors.
Oh, fuck.
Which essentially gets them arrested for vandalism. So
shit.
Essentially,
nice.
This robot is just bait to get them arrested because it like records people. That's all it does. It doesn't actually have doesn't have lasers or tasers or anything, which it should.
That sucks.
But the reason this is called
that
Spade.
could be really problematic.
Right.
Fuck that shit. I want my robot to have like the little tasery thing that R2-D2 has that zaps little aliens. You know what I mean? Like, that'd be dope. And it just like, if a cat's fucking with your cat, it just like fucks that cat up.
Yep. The SPCA has reported that fewer car break-ins and overall improved safety and quality of the surrounding area. So it's working.
Yeah, not even real security guards can do that.
Yep. So it's a masturbating machine, Wes says.
That's pretty clever there, Gnarls.
Everton says, why not Szechuan sauce, Morty?
Yeah, right. That's amazing. In fact, this particular robot was caught in a sting with pasta toot.
All right. So I think we're all in agreement. Hundreds of these on every street corner.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll force the Dalek invasion on ourselves.
Yeah, right. I was about to say that looks just like a Dalek, except if the iPhone fucked a Dalek.
All right. So our next story. Uber reduces ambulance usage across the country, study says.
That's not a good thing.
People are literally taking Ubers over ambulances.
I mean, I'm 100% for this because an ambulance ride is atrociously expensive.
Yeah, it is.
But if you call an Uber and you need, kind of adrenaline, or you're resuscitated, you should have a lock.
But they probably got, like, if you need your heart to speed up, they probably got cocaine.
Or meth.
Yeah, and if you need to calm down, they probably got heroin. So you're kind of covered in both ways.
You just start huffing the back seat.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll cure what ails you.
It might make you pregnant.
Oh shit! Oh.
X-Flight. I don't know if it's necessarily that Uber arrives faster than an ambulance, though that might be true in a lot of cities. But it's certainly cheaper because even when it's a fucked up price gouge that Uber might charge you, it's still not going to be like $2,000 to go, to the hospital.
Did you guys see the Uber big Uber fuck up for $15,000?
Yeah, but they
they refunded to him right away. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't cover it on Tuesday's. Pardon me. I didn't cover it on Tuesday's episode because of exactly that. They refunded it. No big deal, right?
For sure.
But
that would fucking, like, if I saw that bill, holy shit. I'd be like, you're taking me to jail because I ain't paying that shit.
But anyway, I've got the article for this, and it has the research paper in it. So if you guys want to take a look at that, let me get it put up here. Facial recognition. There it is. We have a ridiculously racist story today. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. All right, so that is the Mercury News article, and you can find the link to the study there. Okay, so we're going to move into some a little bit of a different story. We've never covered anything like this before. A lot of you guys have probably seen this picture.
Yeah.
So this is the kid. So Jason, if you know a lot about this story, shut the hell up. But
I know nothing.
Excellent.
I have not seen this picture.
He kind of looks like Sloth from Goonies.
Yeah, it does. And that's part of the problem. All right. So this is Keaton Jones. He was bullied in school, and his mom helped him record a video. So we're gonna watch that video here, and I want to get your guys' feedback. Oops. Play a video. There we go. We're gonna show a video of a kid crying.
Just out of curiosity, why do they bully? What's the point of it? Why do you find joy in taking innocent people and finding a way to be mean to them? It's not okay.
What do they say to you?
They make fun of my nose. They call me ugly. They say I have no friends.
What'd they do to you at lunch?
Yeah, Quinn, I totally know exactly what you're talking about, and I'm bringing that up.
Is it just you?
Yep.
Or is it other kids too that feel that way?
Say it's other kids too.
How's that make you?
All right, we don't need to watch too much more of a kid feeling real bad, right? So,
yeah.
Immediately, what do you guys feel from seeing parts of this video?
Well, I feel really terrible for the kid, and then my next thought is, why is his mom broadcasting this all over the internet?
Right. Well, I mean, it's supposed to be, it's an inspirational video. He's talking about why do they feel like this? Why is it cool? Like, does bullying, what does it do? I mean, I shouldn't be made fun of for my nose, right?
You paused it. There's the
shit.
Maybe that's yeah. That just kind of ruined it.
All right. So within days, celebrities including Justin Bieber, Gal Gadot, LeBron James, Chris Evans, and Mark Ruffalo expressed support for this kid, including red carpet invitations and there was a GoFundMe page created that raised $56,000 for this kid. Right.
Jesus.
Oh, no.
Immediately, places like Reddit get a hold of this. And they find this stuff off of the kid's mom's...
Oh, God, no. I mean, well...
So, this Kimberly Jones, right? That's the mom. And these are all things off of her Facebook, her Instagram, things like that. So that's what immediately after this kid's video came out. This is what came out right afterwards, right? Right after the initial, like, oh, poor kid, right? So how does this make you guys feel?
Okay, I have a question.
Right.
So I'm trying to look at this, and I want to know, so the last slide said it was a hoax. Like, did this kid not get bullied? Is that what it is?
Right. I've got a little bit more.
Okay.
So
I would say, like, if I separated the two, like, the mom sounds like a racist bitch.
Right.
And the kid was going through some, problems, and he's trying to work them out in a way that might be kind of, like, healthy. You know what I mean? Talk about it. I mean, if a video is going to help, whatever. But if these are connected and he's faking it, and this was all a ploy to like make fun of like rich people or to like raise a bunch of money for no reason, then that's horrible.
Right. So Gnarls Barkley said this is also one thing that was reported. There was an MMA fighter that invited Keaton and his mom to a huge event, and the mom said, "No, just give us money. Us whites need to fight the predators." Like, this is something that was reported, right?
Wow. We're such a tormented race.
It was also reported that the kid had gotten bullied because he had used a racial slur against African American kids in his class.
Oh, fuck that kid then.
There's the context.
Yeah,
right.
Kind of needed to know that part.
Now, what if I said none of those were substantiated?
No.
That what?
None of anything I just said has been substantiated.
Well, I'm not surprised.
So,
that's fake news.
Well, right. So, I know the dude took screenshots, right? But there has been many cases of fake identity, right? Like, you create... there has been proven in this case at least 2 fake profiles of the mother. Though the original profile does have those pictures of her with the flags, right? Those are, what she says, it's the, yes, like spoofing specifically. The only 2 photos on the entire planet where she's anywhere near a Confederate flag. It was supposed to be ironic and funny when they took the picture, right? It was a like pretending to be big old rednecks that they had taken the picture for, which is much more funny in the South. And
that kills Alabama.
Right. So,
hey, did you hear about Roy Moore? He came in a little behind.
Dude, that I'm walking through the fucking store, right? I read that fucking post that you put up that he came in a little behind, and then 3 hours later, I'm walking through the store, and it hits me what the fuck that means. And then I'm sitting there, I'm like surrounded by a bunch of people, and I'm like weirded out about an old man fucking a kid butt. Dude, I'm all like, what the fuck? Jason, I hate you.
Joe, to answer your question, I think it was an animation. The lighting was terrible, and my advice to that woman is turn your fucking camera over, idiot.
Right.
Right.
TVs don't go this way. TVs go this way for a fucking reason.
Yeah.
Right.
It's 2017. You should have figured this out by now.
16 by 9, dipshit.
So anyway, the entire point behind me covering this story is that everything is unsubstantiated so far, and we don't know. So,
Charles, you rock.
Yeah, I did.
That's two shots, by the way.
Right.
Yeah, that's definitely 2 shots. 1 shot for kid butt.
Right.
Oh, boys.
One shot for kid. For fucking.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, just wait till Saturday. We're getting fucked up.
I'm watching that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're invited to that one, bro.
I'm not drinking.
Right.
No, you don't have to drink. You don't have to drink.
All right.
Okay. I'll just be here to keep the peace.
Drink a fucking protein shake or something.
Right.
Pretend it's got alcohol.
So our next story is That's Racist. So we'll start with Brian this time. What do you think that this image is representing of in the story?
No fucking clue, man. You're talking to a guy who works in reality TV where we're constantly like misleading people, making people think, oh, tension happened. No, it didn't.
All right. Shayna, what do you think?
I think this looks like a standard research lab in the United States or anywhere else.
Okay. Jason, what do you think?
It looks like a photo of 2 ladies in an office or something.
Yep.
3 ladies.
I mean, it's getting pretty close. All right. So, Chinese woman offered refund after facial recognition allows colleague to unlock iPhone X.
The iPhone?
The iPhone thinks they all...
I mean, it's not like... Yeah, fuck.
That phone thinks they all look the same.
It's just like a shitty recognition, right? God, it is kind of
iPhones are racist. Fuck you.
The motherfuckers. Like, what did they do when they were like? Because you have to train it with hundreds of thousands of images.
They just grabbed one Asian.
Right.
Yeah, what company was this? This app was based, or it's iPhone? Where was
it's iPhone.
Right.
Apple. Yeah,
So,
isn't that
that's a new one.
What? That's not an American company. I'm just thinking culturally, contextually, what are they? You know,
iPhone's American.
Right.
The iPhone, right.
The programmers
manufactured.
Right. Well, the programmers in the OS, right, that are working on the facial recognition stuff, they are definitely US.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure they're American. Yeah. But it's like they aren't. So essentially, the way it works, like when you're creating anything that identifies images, essentially the way it works is you feed it like tens to hundreds of thousands of images, and you classify each one of those images in a certain kind of category, and essentially tell the program when you see something like this, it's this. I don't know how it would work with facial recognition, right? Because like it would essentially need to see your face first, and you need to train it with your own face. So it sounds like that. I mean, it might not be racist, but it sounds like they just don't have enough, like, it's not choosing enough points on your face that are unique for it to actually pick up the right person.
Right.
Which is fucking stupid, especially if you're gonna put it on your newest $1,000 product. Like,
yeah, that's
terrible.
Pretty bad.
Yeah,
it's really, really bad.
So,
and I know all about this because I took a Coursera course.
So they took her. They initially said that it had to be malfunctioning, right? So they refunded her, gave her a new iPhone X, and then in store, her roommate was able to unlock the phone.
God damn. That's so bad.
Yeah, so it looks like at least this, if you are of the right, like, I guess you'd probably have to say like weight and height or whatever, or similar-ish build, you can Asian open any phone. Right.
Oh man, the implications here.
Yep.
Holy moly.
All right. So our next story. Whatever makes you happy. So India's first happiness minister, right? Wanted for murder charges.
Jesus.
India's first and only happiness minister is wanted on murder charges. Look, I'm gonna slaughter this. Lal Singh Arya, or Lal Singh Arya, was
you murdered that.
Yeah, was named a suspect in the 2009 murder of opposition politician. Here we go again. Makhanlal Jatav. The Times of India reported. This the 53-year-old has been previously denied the charges, according to the BBC, but he's the top of the Department of Happiness, a ministry run by the Indian state of Madhya Pradesh. Indian media, including the Times of India and NDTV, routinely refer to him as the Happiness Minister. This is also written and translated through Google, so letting you guys know that.
Gotcha. Straight killing them with kindness.
Correct. So the department was created last year in a bid to counsel people on how to always be happy.
What the
fucking snap.
Right. It hoped to.
It's always the quiet ones.
Right. It hoped to achieve its goals through yoga, meditation, moral science, and other lessons.
Oh yeah, so it's a whole
stabbing somebody over and over.
No wonder.
That's funny.
They were hoping to help by stopping vaccines from spreading 9/11.
So anyway, the happiness minister is on the run.
What is really?
Yep.
I didn't do it.
Yep.
But I need to run for my life.
That's a beautiful story.
Make it into a movie every year at Christmas.
He was trying to make everybody happy by leaving.
Tilting Fairy says he was just doing his job, goddammit. Success if you're dead. You can't be unhappy. That is very true. You can't be unhappy if you're dead.
Good argument.
The Reese says, "Sir, what makes you happy? Murder." All right. I'd like to quickly point out that we are at 18 viewers, which is our highest view count ever. Thank you guys very much for being here.
I'm part of history.
I'm part of history.
All right. So I have, as is customary, some questions for everybody. Now, these are not Jason's questions. These are my questions. Jason's questions come later.
Sweet.
But, all right. So, we're going to start with the guest this time. Brian, what is the closest thing to real magic? I bet that's covered up on the stream. Oh, it totally is. My bad. All right. The question says, underneath the Skeptalk Live, it says, what is the closest thing to real magic? I do not currently have the Skeptalk boss because it is too late for Jasper to receive treats.
The closest thing to real magic?
Right.
I have no fucking clue.
I'm a cynical man.
My daughter sometimes she'll say shit that I'm like, how the fuck do you know that?
God damn it. Dude, Monster Cat just showed back up again. This is the craziest thing. Anyway, whatever.
Does anybody know who Monster Cat is?
Yeah, it's a bot that shows up when they change music in the channel that I use to stream music for when I'm getting ready for this episode.
Oh.
Anyway, welcome Monster Cat. Thanks for coming back.
I guess that could be close to magic.
All right. Shayna, what is the closest thing to real magic?
How the brain works.
Excellent. Jason.
I would say quarks.
Quarks. Excellent.
I actually have an answer.
All right.
Scientists can actually see the effect of dark matter, but they can't fucking see dark matter. So
yeah, dark matter is magic. Nice. All right. So Jason, what was it you said?
Quarks.
That's right. Okay.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna and this is gonna sound real dumb, but dude, magnets.
Yeah.
Right.
How do they work?
Right.
That's cute.
Checking in,
man.
Checking in with the chats here. We've got physics or chemistry or My Little Pony, where friendship is magic by Tilting Fairy.
True.
We've got Gnarls with Monster Cat is the closest thing to real fucking magic. Goddamn Houdini, because he's always escaping our judgment. Nefertim says his cat, who doesn't have opposable thumbs. Oh wait, no. He also says that he is real magic. All right, Distended Coma says, Gnarls, I said the same thing about science. Let's see. Gnarls also says that my testicle and my wife's ovaries created a kid. Silicon says gravity.
No, it's not magic.
I don't think that's magic, yeah. I think it's magic that you haven't fucking killed them yet.
XX Flight.
I think it's magic that
gets their kids to grow up.
I want to procreate with you big bald motherfucker.
XX Flight X says dreams, and the Reese says magic is heresy. So.
True.
Shut up, James.
All right. So my next question, and this time we're going to start with Shayna. What problems or situations did TV/movies think or make you think would be a real problem, but wasn't? Apparently, I didn't get the rest of this question. But what did TVs and movies while you were growing up make you think was going to be a real problem in your life, but turns out it wasn't?
I got the easiest answer for that.
So do I.
Probably the same one.
I'm gonna have to say it's like I'm such a realist. I never really thought. I grew up never thinking that what happened in TV's movies was ever realistic. I grew up never ever thinking.
Yeah, DISTENDEDCOMA.
It's hard to. I actually couldn't tell you. I could think of a lot of the opposites. Like, boy, this is not real. This is not how things are gonna turn out.
All right, Jason.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely quicksand.
Quicksand?
Right? You know what I mean? It's like, you never run into that shit.
Right.
Quicksand or sword fights, those two.
All right, Brian, what you got?
So when I was a little crazy artist, I was terrified that if my car bumped into another car, flipped over, someone breathed on it, it would blow up. Because in all the 80s shows, you fucking looked bad in a car.
Right. I would have to say that for me, it is going to have to be the DMV, right? So, like, the DMV was supposed to be part of, like, your yearly life, that you go in there and everything causes a huge problem, and it takes, like, 3 days. And, like, the people at the counter are always assholes. Like, I've met nothing but helpful people working there, because they don't want a problem any more than I do, right? So
I meet worse people at the grocery store.
Right. All right. Next up. Oh, let's check what the chat said, because make sure that cover our fans.
Trust me, magic happened.
I
don't want to know, Wes.
I just posted a link that's to this article I read the other day, where this NASA scientist, or former NASA scientist, turned his hot tub into a sand hot tub, and it's fucking crazy.
Oh, I saw that, yeah.
It just moves around like it's water. Yeah.
Okay, so Reese says shark attacks. Tilting Fairy says Russians.
Wolverines.
Nevertim says watching someone sink into quicksand is great. No one is going to hope they get out, right? Monster Cat says now playing Crave by Tristram.
Thank God.
Gnarl says I thought there would be more prostitutes.
Right.
All right. Next question. Oh, apparently that's where the rest of that story, or the rest of that question is. All right, what's the dumbest way you've ever been injured, Jason?
Shit. I was pretty young, actually. I was like 19, I think. Yeah, I was 19, maybe 20. No, I was 20. I was 20. I was living up in Portland, and I was hanging out with some friends, and I had left my pack of smokes inside when I used to smoke. And my buddy was like, oh, here, you can grab one. But instead of pulling out his fucking smokes, he flipped open a knife. Like, that's kind of a joke.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't paying attention and just, like, went to grab it and straight cut my fucking hand open.
Mm.
It was pretty dumb.
I have a similar incident. All right, Brian.
Me and my brother and a couple of his friends decided we were going to go TP one of our teachers. So we're riding around at like midnight, and Brent's ahead of me, and he yells over his shoulder, "Watch out for the rock! What rock?" And then I hit it, and then I hit the ground, and I was wearing shorts, so I just had road rash all down one leg.
Damn.
All right, Shayna.
Well, the story that popped into my head, I was a kid, I can't remember how old, like probably 8 or 9 or something like that. I had a bunk, well, it was a loft bed my dad had built for me, and he hadn't put the ladder thing in yet. And so I had this chair I jumped down onto. It's already like, okay, this is gonna end bad. So I don't even, I want to say I must have been groggy. I had to pee in the middle of the night, and I
drinking too much.
And I went down, like at 8. I went down and actually ripped up all of the bottom part of my gums, like hitting the bottom of the chair. And even though my dad should have put the ladder in. I was a child. I was a kid. I still felt like an idiot because I was perfectly, I was a gymnast. That shouldn't have been that difficult. So I felt that was dumb. But, at this point, it was dumb for me. It was dumb on my dad's part. That was probably the dumbest way I've been injured.
All right. I covered everybody but me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna hit the chat here real quick. We've got the Reese saying we need Bo.
You're dangerous.
I have a lot of stories about how Bo hurt himself in a dumb fucking way.
Now, Nefertim says fighting rototillers is a bad idea, and stepping on beer bottles while hiding in stairwells is bad. And for the last sentence he's got here can particularly just be summed up by saying the army.
Yeah.
He got he got injured. All right, Gnarl says.
I like that. I was digging a brownie out of the pan with a knife and stabbed through my palm out the other side of my hand.
Yeah, Jesus.
What kind of brownies are those, buddy?
Twisty Top Hatter says, I broke my nose with an unlit fire poi while I was practicing.
Yep. That's what I was going to say.
All right, for me, it would have to be the dumbest way, right, is that I was riding my bike with no hands, and I got too deep into thought. Right, I was on my way to school, and I just straight ran into a parked car. Like, just tail-ended the parked car, and I'm just all, wake up on the ground, like, what the fuck? I was just riding my bike. What happened?
Yeah.
And then the lady who watched it all happen says, you literally just rode directly into that car. Like, no, you didn't trip. There wasn't anything going on wrong. You just rode directly into the car.
Drew's response was, what the fuck did you say something, lady?
Yeah. But when you said you cut your hand open by somebody else with a knife, I had an uncle. I had gotten a sliver, right? Like, I was really young, and I got a little sliver, and he comes at me with his pocket knife out. He's like, oh, we'll just cut the finger off. It won't hurt anymore, right? Trying to be ridiculous. I freaked out and swiped at it. And I cut my hand open from palm to tip of finger.
Wow.
Yeah. It was real bad.
Splitter is like, all right at that point.
All right. Next question. If you could know the absolute total truth about one question, what question would you ask? I think that we are at Shayna.
What actually happens when you die?
Yeah. Deep as fuck. We are at 20 viewers. I would like to thank everybody who's tuning in. We've never been this high up on our viewership, and I thank all of you. All right, Jason, if you could know one absolute and total truth to one question, what question would you ask?
Would Bernie Sanders have won?
Oh, shit.
How many votes did he actually get?
Oh, shit!
All right, Brian.
Mine's selfish. How the fuck do I get funding for a feature film?
Where's the magic button for all the funding?
Where's the easy button to get funding?
All right, so
how about when is Bitcoin gonna crash?
Neferton says, why do I have to be so hairy? And I'm going to say, is there alien life?
Seems like an awful waste of space if there isn't.
Yeah, I think we have some videos that we'll watch that will answer that question.
You guys need to call me in again?
Yeah.
21 viewers.
Shit.
I'm part of history.
20 viewers.
Don't call it out.
This.
It's like, oh god.
I got so excited and scared him off.
Yeah, it's like, what happens when they hit 22? There's too many bald men.
What am I?
White.
To be fair, Uno's not that bald.
Right.
You're all got some beard hair stuff going on now.
Who have I fucking walked into is what they're saying, right?
That makes me not bald.
Well, what would you guys do without me?
Right.
Right. We are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We are 11th, top 11. We are number 11 on talk shows right now. Currently, we would have to beat out the Drunken Peasants right now, which is not going to happen. But the rest of everybody else who's above us, we've only got like 3 or 4 viewers we would have to do to get to like top 4. So,
oh shit,
that'll happen one of these days. Pretty cool.
One of them.
Right. All right.
Next week.
Next question.
Yes, pants in the same room.
Yes, I was explaining it to the clown bear there.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next question that I've got is, what's the most useless talent you have? It starts with with Jason.
I'm double jointed in a thumb, right? It's like you learn that shit when you're young, and you're like, oh, this will be so useful when I have to use this, but it's so fucking useless. Like, I fucking hate it.
All right, Brian.
I am a giant reservoir of useless knowledge, mostly film history.
Nice.
All right.
I don't think it's useless though. You and I have
well, not in my industry, but it's like in the real world. Nobody fucking cares about the Paramount decision, about when the first fucking narrative film was released, about when talkies came about, and where the fight was, and there were 2 different guys that invented sound for film, and nobody cares about that shit but me.
All right, Jason. Or wait,
I already went.
Jaina. Sorry.
Video game.
Your video games?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I love video games, but it is a useless waste of my time.
All right.
I don't care.
Here we go, guys. I'm going to show you guys my talent. All right.
The water drop.
You can waste hours fucking with kids. What are you talking about?
I actually can't do that. What?
See, my daughter would be freaking out right now.
You guys were like the cool kids in class.
All right, let's check with the chat
like
here.
That dude who could grow a mustache in 8th grade.
Let's see.
Joe, you should change that to "you'll try anything once."
Right.
Without zero fucking hesitation or thought.
Nefertum says I can do anything once. Gnarl says I can play video games well. DISTENDEDCOMA says I'm good at word searches. Gnarl says I can headbutt things unconscious.
Nice.
Now do it with my hands. I can't make the drop noise with my hands. Only
facial awareness
I
is
have
for
push
shit.
to talk, so it's kind of hard to.
That's a lie, James.
I can teleport home when blacked out. That's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It's called time travel, X-Flight. Welcome to quantum physics.
Reese says my spatial awareness is amazing.
That's a lie.
And Nefertum says I had a full beard in 8th grade. So excellent.
Nice.
All right.
You don't run into things. Remember when I tried to train you in Krav Maga, and you couldn't fucking throw a punch to save your life?
Oh yeah.
And whenever somebody attacked you, you'd be like, ah!
Brian is also a former fitness instructor, and still bouncer, fitness instructor, all sorts of things like that. Yeah. All right. So next question: would you rather be able to see 10 minutes into your own future, or 10 minutes into the future of anyone other than yourself?
That's an odd question.
Like I could see everybody else's future.
Correct. And this is I think we start with Brian. So would you rather see 10 minutes into your own future, or 10 minutes into everyone else's future?
Hang on, Gnarls. Hit me up. I can definitely make it less bad, brother. I like everything in my life to be a surprise, so 10 minutes of everybody else's. So then maybe I could fuck with people.
Hey, Jason. In 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, I'm gonna slap you in the back of the head. I saw it in the future. Shayna. 10 minutes into your own future or 10 minutes into everyone else's?
10 minutes into everyone else's. 10 minutes is not enough time to care about my own future. I feel like it'd be really interesting everyone else. In 10 minutes, I'll be doing this.
In 10 minutes, I'll be staring at a computer screen again.
All right, Jason.
10 minutes into my own future, fuck everybody else. I don't give a fuck who gets hit by a car.
Yep.
I want to know when the right time to sell Bitcoin is.
You're not seeing the big picture. You're bet on whether or not they get hit and when every fucking time.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think I'd rather be able to see whether or not I'm going to get hit by a car.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, you can kind of gauge by everybody else's reaction around you.
Dude, if you knew, that means if you're on a plane that's gonna crash, you can get to the parachutes 10 minutes early.
You just get up and start.
Invaluable.
You just get up, you just clock the flight attendant, run over and grab the thing. Little do you know, it's because you opened the door with the fucking...
Yeah, that's why it's going down. Final destination, bitches. I seen it.
I agree.
Miles, you can see the guy that was gonna hit you.
Right.
Yep.
All right.
Be like, he's like, Jet Li. No, I'm cheating.
All right, checking in with the chat. Let's see. We've got Tilting Fairy asking, can it be post-factum decision with prior knowledge to the future event? Sure.
Yeah, why not?
All right. Gnarl says, I take everyone else because if they affect you, then you will see it. That's a good point. Yeah, what you guys just covered again, saying you agree with Gnarls. Right. Okay. So with that, Reese says myself. And Tilting says then everyone else. Yeah. I just want to make sure I know if I'm going to get hit by a car. Right. That's just like... Yeah. I don't want to be not paying attention to that guy.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Last question, I think. Or is it? No, it's not. All right. Oh wait, no, yep, that is the last question. Okay, it's just one long one. So
Oh, wow.
Would you rather go to jail for 4 years
Damn.
for something you didn't do, or get away with it, or get with something horrible you did, but always live in fear of being caught? And I think that I can't remember where we're starting, so we're gonna start with Shayna.
I think I would have to say, if the crime that I committed would get me more than 4 years, if I admitted it, I would go to 4 years for something I didn't do, and then I would get the fuck out of Dodge.
All right, Jason, go to jail or live in fear?
I'll live in fear that I robbed that bank. Fuck that! I'm not doing 4 years for somebody else's crime.
All right,
No way.
Johnson.
I'm rolling the dice. I'm gonna live in fear.
All right, I think that I'm probably gonna live in fear too. All right.
Notice the only practical one among the group is Shayna. Would I get more time? I'll just go to jail for 4 years. It's only 4 years.
I could spend 4 years getting physically fit and reading books, or I could live in fear for the rest of my life.
So,
Fucking freeloader.
Tilting Fairy says my answer is Google Sweden jails, if that's not even close. Oh yeah, you get a free university degree, so it's just 4 years.
Right.
Right. Reese says get away with something horrible, jail sucks.
And Reese
would know.
I'd have to believe in fear to live in it.
Gnarl says I'd have to believe in fear.
That's
I don't even believe in food, bro.
4 years ain't that bad. X-Flight, the X-Con. How was it on the inside?
All right, time for everybody's favorite part of the show. We are going to be the change, guys. This is where we go through change.org petitions, and I'm going to show you how people are using change.org to make real differences in the world. So, as always, here is our petition. Still not to 100. We're about... we're what is this? 8 episodes with this? But this is just a petition to try to see what happens when you get a petition to 100.
And it's stuck at 30.
We're so close.
Because of net neutrality.
That's the greatest cause ever.
It really is.
We just want to see what happens when you get to 100.
Like I just want, I'm thinking like creating bot accounts just to be able to get this done. Dude, like, anyway, we're just trying to see. Every week we check change.org for petitions that need a little exposure, and we need to get this to 100 so we know what the hell that means. What are we really fighting for here? All right, now on to other people's petitions. So the first one I've got here is to make March 25th National Booty Eating Day.
I am not
Oh
my god.
That is not getting a signature for me. That's disgusting. Fucking disgusting.
Signatures than we do. Oh.
Right.
I don't even double dip my chips. I am not eating an asshole.
You're doing it. Fine ass booty.
The great way to leave it off.
Yeah.
Dude. 51, 52, 53, 54.
It's going up right now.
God damn it, because of us, you son of a bitch. God damn it.
57. This is amazing. All right. So if you're like me and enjoy eating that fine ass booty, and why not make a day for everyone to come together to eat the booty? So make sure to sign this.
Literature.
Right. Reasons for signing. Love those meat curtains. All right, real change, dude. Real change.
Struggle is real.
Right. This is going out to Ass Eaters United. So. All right, Nefertim signed. All right, our next petition here. Change the national anthem to "Every Day We Lit" by Lukey. Every Day We Lit encapsulates the freedom and litness that we as Americans have the constitutional obligation to display to the world. This song would better represent the current desires and mindset of our nation more effectively than the old one.
The constitutional obligation.
Right. to show that we lit, yo. Dankcast is hosting us. Thanks very much.
Darls.
Right.
Every day we lit. Every day we lit.
All right.
Darls, you're awesome.
All right, our final one today.
It's the litness test.
Right.
Love it.
Gay marijuana.
Yeah, legalize gay marijuana. If marriage can gay, if marriage can gay, so can marijuana. Get Donnie Trumpo to sign.
I'll sign that.
This is well, dude. I expect you to sign all of these. It's in your contract. Yeah, so we need to make sure that we can legalize gay marijuana.
That's so awesome.
I'm so glad
I showed up today.
All right, so I think that after this one, right? What is this? Oh, this is the questions from last time. All right, I messed that up. Right, okay. So before we go into the War on Christmas, we've got some questions that Jason brought.
Oh, yeah.
So let me get those loaded up here. And we go slideshow from beginning. Here we go.
My beloved bride.
I missed you too, man.
Let's make a movie. So for anybody
let's make a movie.
Yeah, and you know what I'm talking about.
Damn
so anybody who hasn't seen this before, Essentially, I'm going to ask Brian a series of questions. Well, everybody a series of questions, and they'll progressively get a little harder and harder and harder as they go. No pressure.
That kind of movie, huh?
Don't worry, we're just live. Okay, so first question is, if you had a gun to your head, who would you vote for? Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump?
Yeah, there we go.
That's you, Brian.
Oh.
I already know what they'll do.
You deleted it like the emails.
I like that shit.
What the fuck? That's gotta be Photoshop. That's not. Is that really your face?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right after she stole Christmas.
Well, I hate the talking Cheeto, so I'd have to say Hillary.
Okay, that's a fair answer. All right, so that's the easy one, right? And so it'll progressively get.
Oh my god, I never even.
I'm not going to make anybody answer that.
I never noticed.
What's that?
Stares in racist. That's fucking amazing.
So good. Okay, next question. Who would you vote for president if you had a gun to your head? Elizabeth Warren or John McCain?
Oh god. Have a quarter. Flip a coin.
This one's not too hard either, right?
I'll have to go with Elizabeth. Just because. No reason.
no particular reason. All right.
I just got one for McCain to have the button.
Okay. You don't trust the McCain.
No.
All right. We got one.
Gnarls, you stole my joke. God damn it. I was just about to say I like my war heroes on Captain.
Atrocious.
Elizabeth Warren, hands down.
Okay. It sounds 2 for Warren. Uda, how you doing?
McCain.
Yeah.
And it's because recently I've been slightly under. He seems like getting old. He's softening.
Oh yeah,
I would agree. I haven't seen anything of him recently.
He's in the hospital right now, actually.
Yeah. Because of his brain problems.
Because he's old.
Yep. His brain problems are softening him recently.
Forgetting
becoming a vegetable.
All right, Jason, you've never answered this one.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, I would McCain for sure.
All right. Why?
I like some of Warren's stances,
You and me,
but
Shane.
I'm a huge fan of McCain. I like McCain a lot, to be honest with you.
Right.
Okay, so next question. The lesser of two evils.
Damn it! This one. Fuck this question.
Yep. Who would you vote for if you had a gun to your head? Betsy DeVos or Ajit Pai? Ajit Pai is the head of the FCC, by the way, so you guys are aware, who just killed net neutrality. And Miss DeVos is the head of the education secretary currently, and she wants to essentially make all schools private. I'll start with Shayna on this one.
I refuse to answer this.
Yeah, you got a gun to your head, so
I think this is one of those situations. I'll take the bullet.
Yeah. Save the country. I'm taking the bullet.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm not.
That 2 for death.
Right.
2 for fucking death. I've never given anybody that option before, but fair enough.
I'm not much.
There's a whole bunch of people taking the bullet in the chat.
Right.
What about you, Udo?
Right. So I'm too much of a pussy to take a bullet. So
I'm not doing that shit.
I think that DeVos is so incapable that she would be super ineffective. Right. So I think that Ajit is too effective. So I want to go with DeVos so that nothing happens.
All right.
That's sound reasoning.
Okay. But I'm pretty sure that is how we got Donald Trump. All right. Next question. The one true religion. And I'll start with Udo this time, even though I know what you're going to say. Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Trek.
All right. That's pretty easy.
I have not seen, I have no plans to go see the newest Star Wars, and I still haven't seen the last one. And in fact, while I was reviewing what was going on, I also haven't seen the third movie. I have seen A New Hope, fucking Return of the Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, Phantom Menace, and whatever the fuck the second one was.
Doesn't matter, it was trash.
Right, I have not seen the third one, so I'm actually 3 movies down.
All right.
Right.
But
I've seen every fucking Star Trek movie.
Nice. All right. Brian. Mr. Crazy Artist.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Hands down.
Ooh, we got some division in here.
I want to go to the dark side so fucking bad.
Yeah.
I want to shoot people. I want to shoot fucking lightning out of my fingers.
I just want to know why. Actually, I don't want to know. But I'm pretty fucking sure Kylo Ren force chokes himself while he masturbates.
Yes.
That was clear. He was definitely into that shit.
I cannot get the fucking obsession with that guy. That actor, I'm like, that I want to beat that dude up. Right? I want to take his
That's what you're supposed to feel.
I want to take his lunch money, dude. Like,
yeah. Right? No, totally.
Every time I see that guy, I'm all like, that's the bad guy? Like, fuck you.
Yeah, he's like that whiny motherfucker that you're just like, he's such a little bitch. But then that's what makes him so great, because he's that little bitch who got power.
Woo! Chief stands with me.
Shayna.
Brian's video.
Say Star Trek.
Let me see.
Yeah.
I would say Star Trek. However, Star Wars, the new movies, the ones that you're all kind of harping on, are the ones that made Star Wars more accessible to me, and I'm a bigger fan of Star Wars than I ever have in my entire life.
Yes.
But I would have generally picked Star Trek. For most of my life, it's been Star Trek.
So wait, is it now Star Wars? What are you saying?
Yeah, I would say overall it's Star Trek, but as of late, it's Star Wars.
Gotcha.
The newer Star Wars.
Okay, that's fair. Not that anybody cares what my opinion is, but Star Trek is fucking trash. You heard me. Their movies are garbage. The new movies are dope. The new Star Trek movies are good. Finally, it's not boring as fuck full of Whoopi Goldbergs. I'm so like, no, don't do that. Star Wars is awesome. I do like Star Trek, guys. I'm just joking. I like Star Trek. I just can't put them together. It doesn't work like that. They are in different.
You're gonna make people sick now.
I know some people are. Our viewers are laughing. Yeah. I think they're fixing a technical difficulty right now. No, turn the phone the other way, guys. I thought we talked about that. Yeah, great. Now Brian is upside down and we can't hear him. Perfect. Excellent.
And there's the door.
Frame. You good?
I know she wasn't in that much, man. I'm only saying that to fuck with people. I just think that if you're gonna make a movie and if you ever cast Whoopi Goldberg, your movie's trash. Like instantly. There's no except for Ghost. Ghost was dope. Yeah. Don't ever talk shit about Ghost. Patrick Swayze.
Rosie and I loved Sister Act when we were.
Oh, Sister Act was tight. Sister Act was tight.
I think we watched that movie probably 50, 60 times.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
And the respect that I had for you, Shayna, is fading.
No, it's a funny movie. It's hilarious.
All right, let's move on from the.
All right. When I was younger.
Okay.
I think this might be the single most divisive topic we've ever had on the show.
I know. That's what I was like. It's gonna be a rift today.
All right.
Okay. In the money shot. If you had to make a porno in the likes of a movie with either Ridley Scott or Steven Spielberg directing it, who would you choose and what movie would it be like? Uno.
Spielberg, Jurassic Park.
Yeah! Fucking excellent answer. Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
That's beautiful. Shayna.
If it was a porno, Ridley Scott. I can't think. It has to be a movie he did.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. What movies has he done?
Gladiator.
Gladiator. Oh, I'd totally go with Gladiator.
Alien dicks everywhere. Discoma says.
Right? Yep. It's a dick within a dick.
Porno.
The chat is adding options to your question. We've
clearly.
added Sam Raimi for the Evil Dead porn.
Oh, nice.
And Nefertum, I believe, is trying to say shit. Why am I drawing
Michael Bay?
Michael Bay, yeah. Michael Bay porn.
No, that's not an acceptable answer.
You have a resource right across from the Drew.
Right. I had it in my head, and then I blanked out on it, right? I'm all, motherfucker, why can't I think of the thing I just thought?
I just want to see a porno from J.J. Abrams and see just, like, lens flare off a man's fucking erection.
Tilting Fairy says never add Japanese options to this question.
That's hilarious.
The tentacles.
Okay. Crazy artist.
If we're adding directors, I'd want to make it fucking weird and go with Tim Burton.
All right, you're ruining the questions. Tim Burton.
Okay, so
pie making.
Spielberg is noted for The Oner, where he has a very long, continuous take. So I'd have to avoid that. But Ridley Scott, Aliens, and Who Wants Geiger? Yeah, H.R. Geiger sex.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, Fox was officially bought by Disney, so that makes.
So this could also include Disney movies,
right? Mm-hmm. So Xenos, right? The aliens from Alien, came from the Alien Queen, making them princesses. So officially, aliens are Disney princesses.
Disney princesses.
Fact.
And I'm so happy about it.
What do you mean Firefly? What do you know about Firefly, Nefertum? Tell me everything.
No,
you can't just
we don't have that much time.
There is not a rumor. There's talk that because everybody's schedule's freed up, they are talking about a possible movie or series restart.
No. They said they wouldn't do it already, like 20 times.
Alec Baldwin said or Adam Baldwin said he wouldn't do it.
Gotcha.
Right.
Because he's too old now.
But I actually watched those completely out of order. I one time while drunk watched Serenity. Was like, this movie sucks. I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, right.
And then
characters have no background.
Right, and then someone was all like, you gotta watch this fucking scene, and I'm like, this is all really familiar. What's going on? Why is this series so familiar to me?
That's funny.
And then like halfway through, I'm all, Wash fucking dies. Holy shit, my favorite character's about to die. Fuck this shit. I'm so mad.
Yeah. Right? No.
All right.
I almost cried.
Next one.
Okay, next question. Role models. In your opinion, who are the 3 most people alive today? Shayna.
Wait, what?
The 3 most people?
You weren't paying attention, so I said your name.
No, I was paying attention. I was waiting for the question. What are the 3 most people?
Who are the 3 most important people alive today? Oh, did I cut out?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Okay, I was like, I am listening. Okay.
I cut out.
Wait, 3 most
important people alive
today.
Yeah.
You mean in general,
or a bunch of like not alive people?
Most of them are alive. Like Abe Lincoln.
Most important.
They're almost all dead. Yeah, you're right.
So you're
Darwin's alive.
So you're saying in general to the human species, not just directly to us, right?
It doesn't matter.
Because I'm gonna be like my dog, my girlfriend, and my dog again, right?
Not that direct to you. As in like role models. Like who people you would possibly look up to or something.
Correct.
Oh gosh. I can't. Three most important people alive today. I don't fucking know.
It's gonna get harder, motherfuckers. Get answers ready.
I don't know.
Yeah, you do. Bullshit. You have no fucking. You're in school right now. You're reading some amazing shit. You never shut up about great stuff. And you got nobody that you think that is like lit. There we go. So angry. Yeah.
I can think of people that are dead. Not off the top of my head. Can I think of 3 names? No,
Donald Trump is so ashamed right now. Okay, we'll skip you for now then. Maybe come back if you decide to answer that. Brian.
Role models for me personally. Probably hands down the most influential person on the planet for me is Schwarzenegger. When I was like 15, I saw Muscle and Fitness. Arnold was in it. I was like, I want to fucking do this for the rest of my life. And 30 years I've been bodybuilding. Neil deGrasse Tyson, because he's fucking smart as shit. And super relatable. I really like the guy. And then probably Spielberg.
That's great fucking answer, man.
Right.
It sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger made like quite an impression on you.
Yeah, actually, far more influential than my father. He's probably the most influential adult male in my life.
Nice, that's good though. How about you, Udo?
I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna steal fucking Neil deGrasse Tyson because 100%. Like I watched everything he does. I really love everything. Like I mean, just everything he does is influential. Like a lot of the guys who I considered role models are dead now. They've died in the last decade or so. Like Gary Gygax. I think there was quite a few, but I have to say, still living, definitely Elon Musk. He's definitely one of the ones that I consider like a role model. And then, Stan Lee. Yeah.
Nice. Stan Lee likes to push the envelope.
Yeah, dude.
Stan Lee
like that
broke some barriers long before the minority that wanted the barrier broken were able to do it themselves. So I got a lot of respect for Stan Lee.
All right, Jason, you got anything?
Oh yeah, I mean, Elon Musk is definitely one. I'd say like Hans Rosling. He does TED Talks from time to time. He's uses UN health data to make some pretty cool analytics, and he's found some pretty shocking stuff. I really like his talks on George Church, who heads the Personal Genome Project at MIT. He's pretty amazing. What do we got from chat though?
All right,
pretty good.
So chat, we've got
I have an answer.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I'm probably kind of stealing some people that are sitting here ruminating on it. I have to say Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know if you'd said Steven Spielberg, but he was a hero of mine growing up. I wanted to make movies. I still kind of do.
I know I like you, Shayna.
And Joss Whedon.
Nice. Joss Whedon's the shit.
Dana, you want to make movies?
Oh yeah. I would love to. I seriously, I'm
the guy you should be talking to.
I would have done that if I had come from money. I would have been something I'd have pursued, but I didn't see it as reality. Well,
and I landed a job in the film industry. So.
Well, fuck yeah.
All right, so the Reese says Elon Musk for all three. Clown Baron agrees with him. Twisty Top Hatter says Jane Goodall, Neil deGrasse Tyson, and Alton Brown. Man, I love Alton Brown. He helped me make a turkey once.
Awesome.
Nice.
Nefertum says the chick who played Hella in Raggy Rock, the other girl from Princess Diaries, and Chuck Norris's daughter.
Miyazaki.
That's amazing. Chuck Norris's daughter.
XX Flight X says Neil deGrasse Tyson is just Carl Sagan's block soppy. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, motherfucker.
But I mean, whatever. Opinions are opinions, man. Just click this little ban button over. I'm just joking.
I like Tilting Fairies Michio Kaku. I fucking love Michio Kaku.
Excellent.
I hope you've read some of his books. They're amazing.
Then Reese changed his answer to Elon Musk, Bill Nye, and Neil deGrasse Tyson. Nefertum says George Takei and Stan for Stan Lee. Flight says Isaac Asimov, Keith Richards, and Batman.
Nice.
Who will improve your attention span? That was like one of my favorite things from last episode. Let's see. Monster Cat says now playing Break Me.
Super influential.
Reese says, is Asimov still alive? Yeah, then let's see, we got a follow here. Mr. Flowers, thank you very much for the follow.
Look up to actors and artists. The thing is when you're trying to come up with names off the top of your head, we don't know the names of most of the most important people, unfortunately.
Right.
And those that we do are mostly dead.
Yeah. And Asimov is dead, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say that earlier, but
Nefertum does want to point out.
But I like Asimov.
Because I didn't want to just come up with a bunch of.
Nefertum did want to point out it's sad that people have to look up to actors and artists. No one from anything that actually matters.
Nefertum, didn't you say George Takei?
Yeah, well, he's just saying he's sad that, you know, like us as a people look up more to actors and artists than we do. I guess Neil deGrasse Tyson is definitely somebody who matters, and Elon Musk is definitely somebody who matters.
Yeah.
But not all of us were able. None of us named a politician.
Well, you should never name a fucking politician. Let's be real. Nobody in England's like the Queen.
Right, but I mean, there's definitely.
I know what you meant.
Right.
We should be.
There's definitely probably a Canadian or two who could say Trudeau.
Trudeau.
Right.
Yeah.
But not anybody over here.
There's a Native American activist.
You're cutting out a little bit, just a sec. It may be.
I am?
Yeah, there you go.
Trudell is his name. The writer and an author. And I went to college with his daughter.
Oh shit, crazy.
Yeah. She was cool.
Right. Okay. So next question. I think you got one or two left, right?
Oh, I got two left. Right. Okay, so testing your medal. If you could win an Olympic medal, an Academy Award, or a Nobel Prize, what would it be, and how would you win it?
Academy Award. First fucking horror film to be named Best Picture.
All right, loving it. Shayna.
Nobel Prize for something in brain science research.
Fuck yeah. Uda.
Academy Award for Skeptalk Live.
Yeah. Fucking only answer that
ever to win Best Picture.
Right. First Twitch
I have no idea how that would happen, but it will.
Exactly. That's what I would choose. Or maybe Nobel Peace Prize for podcast that made everybody think of stuff.
I don't know. I think this episode is flirting with an Emmy.
Yeah.
Just saying.
All right, Jason.
Oh, for me?
Yep.
Oh shit. Yeah, I mean Nobel Peace Prize, right? Find something, some hidden code in analytics, or I'm like, boom, let us prove that life means nothing.
Nobel Depressed Prize.
Yeah.
All right, covering the...
Like, laws don't matter anymore, thanks to Jason Landis. No.
Nefertum says the Nobel Peace Prize for eating all the bad food so no one else would have to.
Excellent. You're my hero.
All right, last question, I think.
Last question, and this one goes directly to Brian and only Brian. And if you've watched previous episodes, you might know what question this is. I ask all the new guests that. At the next 5 minutes, please teach me something that I don't know.
What do you want to know?
Something that you can teach us in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Or less.
It would have to be film related.
That's totally fucking awesome.
Okay. What do you want to know about film? Pick anything. I can teach you in 5 minutes.
Okay.
How do we improve the lighting in our pictures, right?
Fucking excellent.
And all of these?
Yeah.
In our moving pictures.
Right.
Anyway, in moving pictures or in Skeptalk?
On Skeptalk's video, right?
I like my light.
Yeah.
Aside from the glasses flare.
Okay, so the glasses flare is pretty easy to get rid of. You just need to reposition your light. You want it to be at a 45-degree angle down toward you. That way you're not looking at the light, but the light's enough.
Well, but what if you're looking at a screen?
I can't help you with the screen.
Exactly.
The only way to fix that would be to put diffusion in front of the screen, and you can't see the screen.
Yep. I have it on nightlight. That helps.
Okay. Most of the lighting, like if you look at my face right now, I have just light hitting me, and it's really harsh. So to soften that, I would need to have a light coming in from, there we go, this angle here. So they would see how these harsh shadows over here? It would soften that up. And I need something lighting the back of me, separate me from the background. Because right now I blend into it. That's called 3-point lighting. You know about that, Jason?
No, I don't.
I already taught you something. Yeah, you haven't even already started.
I'm loving it. That was like the most informative anybody's ever been. That's awesome.
That's like the first thing you learn in Videography 101 is 3-point lighting, because it's usually used for interviews. You have what's called a key light, and then that one that I said sort of fill in the shadows, that's called a fill light. And then the one that would be on the back of me that separates me from the background is called a rim light or a hair light. And then I would probably want to light the background up, but you want it to be about half as bright as the dimmest light on your subject. And that helps you pop out from the background.
Cool.
Ta-da!
Yeah, thanks. That was really informative.
You're welcome.
I don't know how to change my lighting situation, but I might take some of those pointers into effect and try to get rid of this shiny spot right here.
I'd have to be in that space, but I could definitely soften everything on you. And really, it's just a matter of...
Yeah, you could.
Damn straight.
All right, I'm gonna have to press this on a little bit. Couple of things. One, we are number 9 on talk shows. Thank you guys very much for that. And then I want to point out that from the last question about Nobel Peace Prize, Tilting Fairy says Nobel Prize for cell regeneration equals immortality.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I'll take that vaccine. The vaccine for aging.
All right. So, on this next thing that I got here, I got a couple of Christmas stories for our War on Christmas. So, the Grinch of Hollywood. So, thief in Santa hat terrorizing homes in Hollywood Hills. There's and this guy's not been caught yet. There's a Grinch burglarizing homes in the nation's second largest city, and just like the devilish green Dr. Seuss villain, he's sporting a Santa hat during the spree.
That's amazing.
Is he stealing from rich people?
Yeah.
Then I don't care.
Then we know we know all this because I have a video.
I mean, if it's families that that are needy, I would be really pissed. String them up. But,
Content from Fox, it cannot be played. Oh. Well, anyway.
Douchebags.
Yeah, well, whatever. Well, I don't want to get copyright strike or anything for this, so
fair enough.
this. Right, so they got a video. This is the video, right? And this is a still from that video of this dude breaking into people's houses wearing this fucking hat.
So ridiculous.
Fucking, it's like Santa hood. The merry man. Excellent. All right. So I don't have anything else to show on that story because Fox News. So
because Fox News,
right?
Fake news, you mean?
It's funny too because that's what they're investing all of their money into. Is they want to make a huge news conglomerate, and that's why they sold off most everything else.
Right.
Yay!
So the next story I've got here is Merry Cannabismas. Pot publications have noticed that Walmart this year is selling a weed Christmas tree.
What?
Yeah.
7-foot
Tannenbaum made of faux marijuana leaves.
Oh.
That's amazing.
So, it sells for $250.
You can smoke it.
Well, I mean, it's plastic. But that was until this story went viral. Walmart has pulled this down.
Well, yeah, I'm not surprised.
Damn, everything we're trying to do, they're just like, stop Skeptalk now! They're number 9, they're climbing!
DISTENDEDCOMA says this is the plot of Friday 3. All right. So that's all the news I've got for today, and we can move into the main story.
All right.
Oops.
Fucking ready. Spoops.
Why I'm here.
So today I will be presenting all of you with evidence of ghosts. So to start this off, I want to ask, honestly and truthfully, Shayna, do you believe in ghosts?
Yes and no.
You're off the podcast.
I don't
disbelieve.
No, not really.
Excellent. Yep, you're gone. Okay, can we? Any females in the audience?
All right. No, I'm just joking with you, Shayna. All right, Brian, do you believe in ghosts?
No, yes and no. No, I don't generally, but I'm not completely discounting the possibility. But I don't know if it's what we think it is. That's the caveat. What is it? It's like a ghost it could be weird energy. It could be all kinds of strange things that aren't freaking dead people. So...
Fawn of the Forest asked Jason, do you want anything from Sweet Life?
That sounded like no thanks.
Damn it.
I mean, tiramisu sounds excellent, but I'm already working on my six-pack. So.
Working on your keg?
Yeah.
Right. So, all right. Jason, do you believe in ghosts?
What's the right answer so don't get kicked off the show?
There's honestly no correct answer. I actually
my mind is open.
Right.
If you can prove it to me tonight,
all right,
I'll believe it.
So this is going to sound counterproductive to what I just said, but do any of you have ghost stories? Like that happened to you,
yes.
Right? That happened to you, right? I mean, I'm not asking you to tell it, right? But what I'm saying is that you have a ghost story. So how do you not believe in ghosts?
Because it was really the reflection of light off my dad's watch, and he thought it was pretty fucking funny that I was a 6-year-old running around thinking it was a ghost for like an hour.
Right. No, I mean, like, so a large majority of people I've talked to in my life have ghost stories, and when I ask them, do you believe in ghosts, they tailor that answer to who they're talking to. So, I mean, like, if you go to somebody who's like, totally, I believe in ghosts, and a lot of people will be all like, dude, ghosts too, yeah. And then, if it's somebody like me, where you're all like, that guy obviously doesn't believe in ghosts because he's being a cynical asshole. But they'll say, I don't believe in ghosts, but so ghosts are one of the hardest things to convince people of. Once they've convinced themselves that ghosts possibly exist, there's no way. They're done. Like, it's the end of it.
I'll say that the reason I have my stories, which would almost make me think I would believe in it, but I've admittedly watched a lot of those stupid ghost shows, and the thing about it is we all see shit, and then you put a camera and you try to, and you see nothing. Like, every time you actually try to get actual footage, suddenly the ghost, the energy disappears.
Right.
It's, or maybe the human is affecting it when they're, I don't know. It's just, it's interesting that there isn't actually any conclusive evidence. That's why this is ridiculous, ultimately.
Where I stand, I don't believe in ghosts. Right. I don't believe in ghosts, but I want there to be ghosts because I want to fight a ghost, right? But
I want to fight a ghost.
Yeah, dude. Like, come at me, ghosts. Right.
At least you're not that lady who's fucking ghosts.
Right, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
But even I have a ghost story.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
How can you have a ghost story and not believe in ghosts?
Exactly. That is what I'm bringing up.
I don't have a ghost.
Right. Okay. So we're gonna get into the ghost evidence here. And so the first thing I've got is a video. Now, I've sent these videos to Brian. This is one of the first times that everybody's seen, right? Someone has seen videos before I show them to you. And that's because Brian, you know, he had to have some time to take some of these apart from a film expert point of view, right?
Well, okay, so before we get into this, let me tell the audience that when I went to film school, my specialty was visual effects, specifically compositing. So I'm sure a lot of you have heard special effects, and then there's visual effects. Special effects are things that are done in camera, i.e. explosion or some sort of gag done in front of the camera. Visual effects is done in post with a computer. So when I say I know how they did this, I actually know how they fucking did it. And if I had a copy of After Effects here and the same footage, I could probably replicate what I claim is complete bullshit in about 5 minutes.
Yep. So I figured I'd give you guys a leg up because this is going to be pretty easy. This evidence is just damning. So give you guys a way out of, you know, instantly being convinced of ghosts. So all right.
I will wait until you guys decide whether you believe or not to tell you if I busted it.
All right. Here's the first video. This is called Real Ghost Evidence. Terrifying ghost shadow caught on CCTV camera. Scary videos by Surprise TV. There's no audio, really, to care about. There's like a hissing noise. I promise this one isn't going to jump at you. Yeah, like I straight promise. Yeah.
I was wondering, I was like, one of these are going to jump.
Look, do you see it, dude? See that shit?
Is it blurred out? It's all blurry because it's naked?
Yeah, it's like a shadow man, dude.
Yeah. What?
It gets spooky and it straight shows us again.
I'm so happy it has a soundtrack.
Spookiest sound there's ever been. They show you with a giant red circle too, so.
I know, like, you're fucking stupid.
That was the one constant through all the ghost videos was the big red circle.
Or arrow.
Just
like,
arrow.
In case you missed it.
This is a silly video.
Yeah. I don't know, what do you mean? Like, it looks just like the shadows on Ghost.
Right.
Patrick Swayze.
So now you've seen, right, some straight ghosts. Also, I would like to point out that my girlfriend has decided that she's angry at me in the chat, so.
Yeah, I saw
that. All right. So, Shayna, Jason, ghosts?
Maybe. I haven't seen anything disproving that was a ghost.
I mean, this could be like anything from something really slowly, like in the light, fucking with the light somehow. A portion of it, I feel like it's just light being played with. Like, that doesn't even look like somebody messed with it afterwards. Maybe they did, but if they did, it's not very impressive.
We get it. He vapes.
Right? Like, it's like a puff of, like, it's not that interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, X-Flight Ghost Vape Pen. Nice.
All right. Brian, what do you think? What do you think about this video?
Okay. So I actually watched this. And I had it full screen, and I right away was able to bust it. So what they've done is they've just taken some sort of video. It could be somebody crawling on a floor, or maybe something with chroma key. I don't know if you guys know what chroma key means. You don't have to. But when you look closely at the center of the shadow, it's super dark. He didn't even take the fucking time to replicate the interlacing lines. This obviously composited right over the top of it. But the giveaway, the worst one, is when it stands up, you can see a shadow kind of go across the floor and across, I think it's a file cabinet. Doesn't even break or move. Obviously composited right over the top of it. So you want to play it back a little bit?
Yeah. You're talking about right here.
Yeah, see the shadow go right across? It doesn't even break. So where that's positioned in that room, according to the video, that shadow should be behind that box, and it just goes right across the front of it. So it's obviously laid right over the top of that video.
Oh shit! Yeah.
And how they did it, I'm gonna get really technical. I'm gonna nerd out for a split second. So they probably had a video of somebody doing something like standing up, crawling and then standing up. And it was lit in such a way that the background was super light. So you can take that into After Effects, you can drop what's called tint on it, make it black and white. Then you drop a levels filter on it, you blow out all the light scenery, you crush the blacks so that you just have that silhouette. And then that you can duplicate that, you throw a Lumimat on it, and then it'll cut it out so just that silhouette. Then when you put that over the top of footage, you can see right through it, so it looks like it belongs there. Then it was blurred out in such a way that I'm guessing they used a Gaussian blur, probably set to like 200 or something, and nobody knows the fuck I'm talking about. I'm just nerding out right now. And that's why it looks kind of blurry on the edges, but not in the center. Super easy to, if you know what you're looking for, super easy to pick out. And then again, they didn't even bother to replicate the scan lines.
Yep. I will cede this point to you. All right.
So busted.
All right. So this next one is a compilation of videos. I'm not sure if we're gonna cover all of them because we are running a little low on time.
What the?
What?
Right.
Can't tell me ghosts are real. Look at that thing.
Correct. Dark 3.
Wait, it's not a video game?
No. Number 13.
No. Wait, what? Dark 3, number 13?
Yeah, this is number 13. This is the video evidence. Do you see the ghost? Oh shit, red circle.
Oh shit, red circle.
You know it's legit if there's a red circle.
We're gonna, alright.
What the fuck? What's happening?
Look at that shit.
Okay, pause it right there.
Look at that shit.
Pause it right there.
Right.
Okay, do you guys think it's real?
Fucking yeah. Obviously, this ghost just doesn't have arms. It's an armless ghost.
Jada, do you believe in the armless ghost?
I do not.
the chat seems to.
It's chupacabra.
Right. Apparently it restarts when I click away from it, so it's all good. We can totally go back to that, no problem. Boom.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Right here, yeah.
What is that?
Okay, right there. Just pause it right there. Okay, so look at the notice how it's a consistent shade until it hits a dark spot, and then suddenly it's darker.
Right.
Yeah.
It's obviously an overlay.
Yeah, that's a pretty damn good call right there.
There's a few other things, but we don't have time, so.
Right. All right. So I'm gonna leave the chat to you guys because I can't click off the video. So you guys gotta go watch the chat. And
okay.
All right, number 12.
More blurry shit.
The thing I'm thinking about here, why the fuck is this guy just deciding to zoom in on this window?
Yeah.
All right, that's besides the point.
I'm thinking?
That is kind of the
circle.
Yeah.
Look at.
Right, we're just super lucky that he did, because otherwise we wouldn't see this ghost.
Wait for the red circle.
Why is he using a Polaroid camera to shoot this fucking video? What is that?
I see
It's
it.
going back and forth.
No, I see it. I see the ghost. I don't know if you guys saw it. They're gonna go back. Here comes your red circle, guys.
Here comes the red circle.
I don't see shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, I don't know. Could be anything, like an alien or something.
Right. Is this proof of ghosts or proof of aliens? There's only two options.
Yeah.
We didn't get a red circle that time. I felt
like an alien to me.
I felt kind of robbed.
That just looked like my glasses slid off. And I didn't know what was going on.
Right.
All right. Number 11.
Tilting Fairy says he's a granny stalker. Pretty hilarious. Nefertim's mad at me for backing up the crazy artist. X-Flight thinks it's sex ghosts. I second that. I got a real rapey vibe from that window.
I can explain exactly how they did that, but that would take some time.
So what you're saying is it's Hollywood magic?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
What he's saying is it's really hard to get sex ghosts on film. And so he's
there were a couple of points where the ghost would jump.
Red circle.
Obviously, the track lost its track points.
Oh, shit. Oh, what? How did they do that?
How did they do that, dude? That's a ghost.
Okay.
Unexplainable.
Oh, no, that's got a good explanation. That was probably the simplest effect I've seen in a long time. It's just a silhouette, like I talked about before previously. They turned the layer 3D, tilted it slightly, put a mask around it, and they just matched it up with the door. And ta-da, he walks out.
Yeah, but it's in an office building.
Oh. You can composite over anything. How do you think Jurassic Park was made?
On an island with dinosaurs?
Yeah, island with DNA.
And some eggs.
And some really good genetic scientists.
I also promise that there is no jump scares.
No jump scare.
I don't believe you at all.
No, I promise. I promise.
It's gonna be like there's no jump scare, but this is really spiders.
Dude, a ghost spider would be the creepiest thing. Oh my god! Look at that! Holy shit!
Oh man. And that was really bad.
Dude, I know.
I'm scared that one. You obviously thought. Whoa! They spent money on that one.
Right?
Alright. So, crazy goat ghost.
Look, why would you even think that's a ghost? Clearly, that's a demigod.
Right. It didn't even fucking move, Distended Coma said.
Yeah, I know. Like, maybe humans are like T-Rexes, and if I don't move, it won't see me.
Okay, so because we're getting near the end of the episode, I'm gonna skip past the other 9 of these, because we've got 2 more videos to cover, and they're better than this. So
all 13 were busted.
Right.
You know.
So here is ghost caught on camera. Babysitter cam catches ghost. Do you see that chair move?
Wait for the red circle.
Right.
Wait, run that back.
Here it is.
What?
They use the spotlight instead of the red circle.
I think those curtains might have moved, dude.
What? Holy shit! So amazing.
What the fuck? Moron with a sheet on them.
What are you talking about? It's just another handicapped ghost. Stop making fun of the handicap.
This is a great troll video.
Did you see it?
Did you see it?
Did you see it?
Do we need a big red circle?
I think that's, you know, pretty much definitive proof.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the videos, I had the hardest time busting this one.
Whoa, dude. How did he get all the chairs in that office?
Why is that lady not wearing pants?
Yeah,
dude, those are
weird.
jeggings. It's called fashion.
I know that it's just the video quality. It looks
Right.
like she's not wearing any pants.
All right, we're gonna pop into this one. Got a bunch of texts and stuff. Ghost attack caught on CCTV camera.
Look at that shit. That thing definitely kills people.
Right. It's got a timestamp and everything.
Yes. And security cameras are notorious for showing the color green.
Right. No other colors.
Just green.
That's interesting.
You know, I never even noticed that. But now I can't unsee it.
Yeah. All the water bottles.
That was okay. So pause real quick.
All right. Here we go.
So they tried to desaturate it, but they didn't pull the green out. The little vignette that's around the edges, the dead giveaway. They're using some probably Red Giant plugin. That's like the worst imitation of the font used for security cameras I've ever seen. But we'll give it a shot. See if it's legit.
All right, so we have already seen the chair moving a bunch by itself.
Distended Coma says, Uno, get in there and fight it.
Right?
Save us, Uno!
Come at me, ghosts.
Save us from the chair ghosts! And the
I think there's I think what we've learned from this video so far is that unlike there is, whatever your name is, this lady has no situational awareness. She's
Right.
definitely about to get murdered.
Yeah.
Reese would never get murdered like this.
Yeah.
Love their cutaway transitions.
How many chairs do they need?
Do they think it's a computer lab?
It's an IKEA commercial. What? You can't explain that.
That bottle came right off.
Dude, it came right off. There's no fucking wind.
Red circle in case you missed it.
Dude, look how it was so loud that it hurt her ears.
My favorite part is as it's rolling across the floor. They still got the red circle in case you missed it.
Holy shit, does it happen again? Thank God they switched to a lesser camera.
Right.
In the same area, the other one. What are these filters that keep going on? Is that a thing behind her? Oh, dude.
She just got scooted, dude. Scooted
that
by
was a ghost, dude.
Scooted by Spoops.
Red circle.
Red circle. Red circle.
Red,
red arrow.
Red circle. Oh, arrow!
Oh my God.
That was terrifying.
Just in case she's all like, fuck this, I'm out.
I'm done.
I'm done with this. All right. Evidence? I think so.
Yeah.
All right. And my final point. You cannot deny that this is not a ghost caught on tape.
Fact.
Case closed, dude.
I'm gonna make that decoration for my kid next year at Halloween.
That's so cute. That's the best ever.
Oh, there's no red circle.
Oh, yep.
Not a real.
So you need to edit this and put a big red circle. And a red arrow.
Patrick Swayze, is that you?
I need to make like a 10-minute video of this GIF or of this fucking JPEG and just like have the red circle like appear and this terrifying
keep popping up.
Oh, I do have something. Okay, so that's pretty much everything that we've got for today. Super fun. I think that we've proven that ghosts are plausible, if not real.
Wait. Is anybody convinced of that?
I don't think so.
Are you
a show of hands?
Is Brian interested in doing this again sometime?
Yeah.
Because I want to find some videos that I'm curious. I want to know. I'm fairly certain they're not real, but I'm curious how and why. And this would be a great forum to do it on.
Can we just make sure that there are ghosts and go ahead.
But I can say why. But I can probably say how.
Right. So we have our first fan submission.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna show it here. Let me see if I can get this to go full screen.
Oh.
I want this to go full screen. Here we go.
Ghosts?
Nah, dude. So we've got some chemtrail evidence.
Chemtrail. I want to know what Demi got.
I was with this. So good.
All right, here we go. We're gonna watch our first fan submission.
You see that there? That's a conspiracy, I tell you.
This is right off the bat.
See that shit? Conspiracies. It's a conspiracy. I mean, fuck. There's two more right there. See, he's making that shit right now.
It's amazing.
My camera's freaking out.
Oregon.
There we go.
Holy shit! Live on the scene.
Right. I'd like to thank Stillaquin for that very much.
Yeah, that's excellent.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So we've got official fan submission work showing.
Nice.
Stillaquin, it's really too bad you didn't have any vinegar in a water bottle or anything that you could throw at it.
Otherwise, you'd be able to combat that shit.
Yeah, now you probably have autism and cancer. And 9/11.
And mind control.
Right.
True.
So that's gonna end the show for tonight. But I think tonight we're gonna be doing our first after show hangout. If people are interested in the Twitch chat, if you take our on the channel, you'll find a link to our Discord, which I'll make sure everybody here in this call gets that link as well. I just messed up all the cameras. Let me unfucker that. All right, there we go. But if you go to twitch.tv/Skeptalk Live, which most of you are at anyway, and you take a look in the description area, there is a link there that says Discord, and that should drop you directly into our general channel. And we'll all be there a couple minutes after the show. So if anybody wants to hang out and talk, most of us will be there.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Fuck yeah.
I'll be there.
I'll be there for a bit.
We can fix my camera.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, at this point, there wouldn't be any cameras. It's all voice.
Oh, yay. Oh, yay.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for tuning in for our biggest viewer episode ever. So
yes.
Good one.
This is even bigger. This is even bigger than News with Wes. So Wes, you got to step it up. Come back.
We need another Wes-isode.
the Wes-isode. All right. So thank you very much for joining us, guys. Brian, thanks for being on the show. It was excellent to have the original crew with the original crew.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
So both original crews all on one episode. Really good to go.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, the prostitute. I definitely thank you again for that. That did amazingly.
Yeah.
Nefertim says puppet conspiracies, so I'm gonna look into it. I gotta find something. Somebody said Sesame Street conspiracies, and I did it. So, I mean, it's a thing we can do. All right,
There
guys.
is the Muppets.
Right.
Muppet conspiracy.
Distoma says, fuck you, Wes. It's all because of the pasta, dude. So, all right, guys. Well, we will see you guys all later. And those of you who join us in the Discord, we'll see you in a minute. Later, guys.
Have a good night.